Hi, so welcome to session 4 of our awareness hours, where I am taking questions from the people on spiritual topics or philosophy, literature, psychology, wherever I can help with my little knowledge. Today I am going to take 4 questions. There are about 7, 8 total questions I got from quite a few people, but I will be able to cover 3 or 4 questions today. Rest of the questions we will talk next week. Okay, as you can see that explaining one question takes a long time. Okay, explaining one question itself takes about 10-15 minutes, and so 3-4 questions will take about 1 hour. So that's why I feel that I should split the question into 2 parts, 3-4 questions today and 3-4 questions in the next session. Okay, so first question is the questioner is first making some mentions, and then the question comes. Okay, the mention is about, or the topic he wants me to discuss is about LGBT community is only found in humans. This question is basically a counter question. We discussed about the evolution level of animals and human beings and plants in our last session. This question is like a counter question from that question. So the person is saying that LGBT community is only found in humans, not found in animals. Can you please explain through spirituality why such things are happening? Intersex is a category of humans only. It is third gender in human. Such thing is not found in animals. Okay. Then the main question is this is the topic they want to discuss, and then the main question is humans are considered as more evolved than animals, then and humans sometimes commit worse activity than animals, as I said in the last session that you will not find animal killing another animal of the same species, but you will find human killing another human. So the question is regarding that we say that humans are more evolved than animals, but many a times we commit worse activities than animals. Then how we are considered as more evolved? I will consider this as the main question. I will just respond to that LGBT part, and then we will talk about this main question. Okay. So a person wants to know, can you please explain through spirituality? Okay. So first thing, LGBT is like a debatable topic these days. Okay, people are having different views about it. I feel that I have very little information, so ideally I should not be talking about it. Ideally I should not be saying anything unless and until I have proper information. Okay, there can be social reasons, there can be biological reasons, there can be medical reasons for LGBT community. Okay, but the person wanted to say wanted to like a person wanted to ask that can you please explain through spirituality why such things are happening. This reminds me of a of a very small story from one of the Vedas. Okay, uh, and this story gives you confusion that okay, why this random story or mundane story is part of the Vedas. Okay, so and this is the reason why Vedas are considered equivalent to God. Okay, understand it like this. So this is a small story that two farmers used to have conflict, and they both were neighbors, and they used to have some conflicts every now and then. And one at in like at one place, the one farmer was praying to God that in the next harvesting season, the other farmer's field should be burnt off. His whole crop should be destroyed. That prayer he was doing. So it was a very cheap prayer and a very random story. So the question can come that, okay, why such a random story is part of the Vedas? Okay, Vedas are considered to be like, okay, fine, they are most evolved scriptures and all that, and lot of knowledge and information is there, which is there. Okay, then why such a random story is part of the Vedas? This is actually the reason why it is part of the Vedas. Understand, the sages who wrote all these ancient scriptures, they were inclusive. They were inclusive of everyone and everything. That is why Vedas are considered as equivalent to God. Okay, because if God is giving place to this person who is praying against his neighbor, if God is giving place to this person in this universe, in this world to exist, who are we not to give him place in the Vedas? If God doesn't feel that this person should not be in the universe, then who are we to feel that this person should not be in the Vedas? Okay, this is where Vedas become equivalent to God. Whatever information was there at that time, that information was put into the Vedas. They didn't leave anything. Likewise, if God feels, if universe feels that LGBT community has reason to exist, then who are we to decide that they are good or bad, they are right or wrong? If Veda can be inclusive towards this random story and this like very very mundane story, then who are we to uh, exclude LGBT community or any community for that matter from anywhere in the world? If God is inclusive, we cannot be exclusive. Person wanted to know on spiritual grounds, and I am just responding on spiritual grounds. Spiritually, we all have equal right to exist. So even LGBT community has equal right to exist. Okay, there is nothing wrong in it. Now coming to the main question which person has asked, humans are more evolved than animals, but do the karma person is saying that humans commit karmas, actions which are even worse than animals. Okay, so why we consider them as why we consider human beings as more evolved than animals? One reason only: because humans can evolve further. Okay, within this life only. This is the one reason. This is only one reason why humans are ahead of animals. They have the potential to become God in this life only. Humans have the potential to become God. An animal in this life cannot attain enlightenment. An animal will remain an animal throughout his life. In next life, he can get a incarnation of human being, and then he can pursue his human evolution of consciousness. But a human being has the ability, the potential to reach up to God into this life only. Human being is like the middle of God and animal. Okay, A human being can go lower. Lower means it is not that he can become animal again. He can be animalistic again. Okay, a human being can be animalistic again. He can do activities like an animal, or even worse than animal. That is also one potential. And other potential, he can go up and evolve and become god. Even gods don't have that liberty to come back to the human form. Okay, once you have become god, you have become god. Now that there is no way to come back. But humans have this ability. Okay, either they can go back to the animalistic behavior, or they can move to the more evolved place. This is the only reason why humans are considered as more evolved than animals. Okay, so this is what I feel is the main reason why we human beings are considered as more evolved consciousness than man. Okay, second question is by a person. Right, is there really a god, one creator of everything, or god is an awesome fiddle of humans imagination? I should okay, understand this thing from this perspective first. There is a word called superstition. Okay, a superstitious person is considered as a person who starts believing in something without knowing about that thing. In a way, we all are superstitious. Okay, we all believe in something. Understand, believe also means not believe. Okay, belief, this word also includes not believing in anything. Okay, so and there is a person who is theist. He believes in god without knowing god. And a person who is an atheist, he does not believe in god without knowing god. Okay, only that person can say there is no god, who has tried his level best, who has done whatever it could have been done to attain the god. Okay, who has gone from the length and the width of the universe and tried his level best to find god, and he hasn't found the god. Only that person can say that god doesn't exist. Okay, people like you and I, we cannot say that god doesn't exist. Okay, people I don't know about you, but I haven't given my full effort, right? As of now, I haven't given the 100% effort. I haven't searched, I haven't meditated a lot, I haven't done anything to attain the god. I cannot say whether god exists or not. Okay, I cannot say, because I haven't done the extreme effort. Okay, so this is the first thing we need to realize, that only that person can tell that god doesn't exist. There is no god. Only that person who has done extreme effort, unimaginable effort to get to the god. And whenever a person has done that effort, they have attained enlightenment, they have attained god. Okay, which they say. Okay, again, we cannot know unless we attain the god. Okay, so the main thing is not to believe in god or not believe in god. Nothing like that. Main thing is seeker, a person who seeks the god. We should continue to seek the god until and unless either we find the god, or we find the last stop where from where there is no other way to go, and we can find that there is no god. Okay, unless and until we reach either of these places, we cannot come to the conclusion that there is god or there is no god. Okay, So this is important thing. The whether there is a god or there is not a god, it depends on whether, suppose it is like I am sitting in this room, and among all these books of mine, um, I feel that one book is missing. Okay, and I'm just sitting, I'm not putting any effort to find the book, and I'm just saying that oh, then that book is not there. Can I say that without making any effort? That book is not there. I should first make an effort. Then only I can reach to the state that okay, I have searched the whole room everywhere and I didn't find that book. Maybe that book has gone somewhere else. Okay, someone has taken away, or it is misplaced. Then only I can come to these conclusion. But without making any effort, I cannot say that there is no book. Okay, likewise, without making any effort, without trying by our level best to attain the God, we cannot say that there is no God. We cannot say there is God either. This is the path of seeker. He doesn't believe in God. He doesn't believe in God. He doesn't believe in no God also. Now, that there is no God, and then he seeks. He is only seeking. Okay, if he finds, then fine. If he doesn't find, then fine. Okay, so be a seeker rather than getting into this thing of like there is a god, or there is no god. And what is the okay, even if I say on either terms, how you are going to like validate? Okay, so there is no meaning in asking someone else also. Okay, as a highly enlightened guru, he will say there is a god. A person who is a crook, he will he will say that there is no god. Okay, how will you come to know who among them is true? What is the way? What is the way to validate? There is only one way to validate. Find yourself. Okay, so rather than asking others, we should find God by ourselves only. Okay, this is what I feel. Then, if we go further, the third question, which is kind of interesting. Right. What is the astrological significance of organized religion, ninth house? I feel that spirituality is the true representation of mankind's connection to the divine, and that organized religion is government's structuring of the divine to control the people based on astrology. Could that this be true? Government systems are 10th house, religious systems are ninth house. Uh, Historically, they have worked together, church and its state. Is there a chance that this partnership will happen again in some countries like the US and Europe? Or have church and state never separated at all, and they have been working together in secret? They have never separated at all. Church and state, religion and government, they have hands in glove. I would also say you can add third nexus to this third angle to this nexus among them. Now you can say church, state, and media, religion, government, and media. They all are together. Three of them. So they serve each other's purpose. Okay. Religion is ninth house, government is 10th house. 10th house is second from the ninth house, so it is gain of religion. Okay, you can say wealth of religion. So if we don't want to go into this astrological discussion, then also, like, if you just see that very rarely you will find a spiritual guru criticizing a government. Very rarely it will happen. Very rarely it will happen that a spiritual guru is criticizing government or criticizing the authority figure of a country. It will not happen. Likewise, very rarely it will happen that a government figure is criticizing some spiritual guru who is very popular or famous. Okay, so because they have mutual benefits, so it has always been there. Okay, uh, if you read there is a book of Osho, the priest and the politician. Okay, read it. It is about the nexus among them. He has given a subtitle to the book, Mafia of the Souls. So priest and politicians, government and the religion, they are always together. And as I said, you can add third nexus to that, third angle to that nexus, media. Right. Then, okay, now we come to another question, which may be the last question because it will take some time. I have some questions for you which have been right. In one of your session, you have said there is no guarantee whether a person will get enlightened even if there is a moksha yoga in his chart. Moreover, even if a person meditates daily in hope to get enlightenment someday, someday you have said that he is approaching spirituality in a materialistic manner, right? Hoping to get something if he gives something. If there is no guarantee to get enlightenment, then why should we invest our time in spirituality? How can we approach spirituality without expecting anything in return? Sorry. Most of us starts meditation because we have certain mental discomforts, and we want to get rid of that. I haven't met anyone who have started meditating just to get nothing in return. Okay. First thing about there is nothing like moksha yoga in a chart. Okay, understand it like this. Moksha is decided by the universe. If the person will get moksha in this life or not is universal decision. First, he has to put some efforts to gain the moksha. Okay. Then the moksha comes as a blessing. Okay, enlightenment comes as a blessing. I don't think that any astrologer can decide who is getting moksha and who is not getting moksha in this life. The astrologer himself is not getting moksha. Okay, now how he can decide about others? This is the first thing. Get very straight in your mind. There is no moksha yoga in the chart. Because if Gautam Buddha become Gautam Buddha because of his chart, then what is the big deal? Anyone with that chart would have become Gautam Buddha. All the people, all the children who had taken birth in that particular hour, minute, would have become Gautam Buddha. What is the big deal? So this is why it depends on the individual. Okay. We can never make a generalized rule on these matters like enlightenment. It is the most auspicious event in the universe, and we cannot reduce it to this level that an astrologer is predicting on the fees of 100 rupees that you are getting moksha. Okay, so leave it there. There is nothing like moksha yoga. Then, moreover, now we come to the guarantee part. You said that if there is no guarantee, then why someone should invest our time in spirituality? Guarantee is the language of materialistic world. Okay, if you are using the same language in a spiritual world, you are still approaching it as a materialistic world. There is no guarantee even in materialistic world. Okay, understand it like this. There is no guarantee of anything in this world. We are sitting here, we are having this discussion. I don't even know if this discussion will continue and I will be able to complete this video and upload it. I may pass away in between. This life and this human life is so inconsistent. There is no guarantee that the food you are eating you are going to digest, but still you are eating. There is no guarantee that medicine you are taking will heal you, but still you are taking. There is no guarantee that you will open your eyes tomorrow, but you still plan for your future 10 years or 20 years ahead. So there is no guarantee of anything in this world. If you really see it, then there is no guarantee. Okay, so this is the first thing. You are saying why should we invest our time in spirituality if there is no guarantee? Why you are investing time in materialism when there is no guarantee? Because you have no other option, right? In materialism also you have no other option. You have to pursue those things, those targets which you have made. And whether you are following materialistic life or whether you are following a spiritualistic life, you are actually following a spiritual life only. Understand it this like, and this is what Lord Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, is that even those people who are not even thinking about me will reach to me one day or the other. Okay, then this is what Lord Krishna says, that even those people who never worship me, who never do anything to attain me, they will also reach me there, because one day or the other day, one life or the other life, you will feel tired of living your materialistic life. Okay, suppose there is a politician. Okay, suppose there is a politician who lived about 80 years of life, 90 years of life, only in desire of getting power and control over people, and he did all his best, he got the authority. Towards the end of the life, he will feel somewhere, either in this life, or next life, anywhere, he is bound to feel that he is wasting his time, and that feeling itself will take him towards a spiritual path. This is why I say that I always say, never repress any of your desires. Whatever is your materialistic desire, explore it. Explore your materialistic desires, and because once you explore them, you realize that you didn't get any happiness, you will move to the next level. Okay, so this is the thing you are asking, why we should invest our time in spirituality. You are already investing your time in spirituality, even if you are living a materialistic life. You think that you are living a materialistic life, but you are gradually moving towards spirituality. One day or the other you will go there. And why we should invest? Because you are investing. You are asking why we should invest without any guarantee? Because you are investing in many things in your life without any guarantee. Okay, anyways you are investing. You are not doing going to do any favor on anyone by investing in a spiritual life. You are already doing. As I said, you have no idea that the medicine you are taking is going to heal you, but you are still taking it. There is no guarantee. It may actually overreact. It may be counter productive, but you are still taking it. There is no guarantee. Okay, there is no guarantee of anything in this world. Okay, so this is first thing. How can we approach spirituality without expecting anything in return? uh, okay, so if you just pay attention to the words, how can we approach spirituality without expecting anything in return? If you want to have this type of mindset, even this is an expectation. Even this is becoming an expectation from your side, that I want to approach spirituality without any expectation. This is also an expectation. Okay, so now understand what I was saying. Okay, most of us start meditation because we have certain mental discomforts and we want to get rid of them. uh, I haven't met anyone who have started meditating just to get nothing in return. Now person starts meditating. Okay, person starts meditating, and he's putting his best effort, he's doing whatever he can do. The thing I was telling, exhausting, trying best to find the god. So then this person is exhausting himself in meditation and other spiritual pursuits. Okay, I should find god somewhere, and he is not finding. There is no guarantee. Okay, god can come right now, or it may not come till eternity. Okay, enlightenment may happen right now, or it may not never happen in life, in any life. Okay, there is no guarantee. So by doing all these materialistic spiritual pursuits, meditation and all, he is doing, he is exhausting his ego. This is ego. The whatever you have written in your email, this is ego. Okay, you feel that you can attain god through your own efforts. I can achieve god. Okay, and to achieve that, you are putting all the meditation, and every day when you end up in your meditation, you end up your meditation session, and you realize that you haven't achieved the god today also, and now your life is passing by, then this is dissolving your ego. Then you are actually surrendering. Okay, that nothing happens out of my own effort. God's wish is necessary. God's blessings are necessary. Okay, this is what I mean to say, that all these efforts you are putting in meditation are actually killing your ego, are actually destroying your ego. Okay, they are helpful, they are very helpful, but because your ego will be destroyed, you will by and by you will realize that nothing happens out of your own effort. God's blessings are necessary, his wish is necessary. Okay, then only I can attain anything in this life. Okay, anything, forget about enlightenment, anything in this life. It cannot be out of my own efforts only. Efforts are necessary, but the god's will is more necessary. Effort plus god's will is equal to the event. Okay, so this is what. Now you are continuing into this daily meditation, and you are by the end of the day you are again and again feeling nothing is happening. I am putting my best effort, I am putting my best effort, and then you completely exhaust yourself. A day comes when it is not that you stop meditating, meditation leaves you. You are so exhausted that you don't want to meditate even. You don't care whether I am getting enlightenment or not. That means my materialistic life is already gone. Okay, you have already left that path, and you have moved to the spiritual path. Now this is the moment where even you feel exhausted from your spiritual pursuits also, because these spiritual pursuits also you were doing in materialistic manner. Okay, so then you feel exhausted from meditating also. It is not that you will leave meditation, because if that happens, that I will not meditate, even here I is involved, even here ego is involved, that I am deciding I won't meditate now. Okay, but what I am saying is that meditation should leave you. Rather than quitting effort should quit you. Okay, it should not that you are quitting effort. It should not happen that I say that okay, I will not make any effort in meditation. I should not have any energy left to meditate any further. It is the difference between plucking the fruit from the tree and fruit falling off on its own when it's ripe. Okay, so the purpose of meditation is to make you reach up to that stage where you become ripe, where you become a ripe fruit which is about to fall off from the branch. Okay, that is the main purpose of meditation. Meditation is not going to help you in attaining enlightenment, the but it is going to help you in reaching up to there. Okay, the last event will not happen because of meditation. Meditation will help you in reaching up to there, because by meditating and other spiritual pursuits you are going to dissolve your ego. Whenever I put a strong effort for something and I don't achieve that thing, that should dissolve my ego. That okay, I put my best effort, but my efforts are not that important. God's will was not there. Okay, so this is the main thing which you need to work on. Understand it by another example. So suppose you are traveling from one place to another place, from one station to another station in a railway train. Okay, so you got into the train at your station, and but to reach other station, not only station, to that city, and to explore that city, you have to leave the train at its station, at your destination. At your place, at your origin boarding station, you took the train. It helped you in reaching up to the next station, so it can leave you at its station. But if you want to explore the city, the destination city, you have to come out of the train also. So meditation will help you in reaching up to the stage just before enlightenment. But after that, you have to come out of the train. You have to leave that meditation also. Or as I was saying, it is not that you leave meditation, meditation leaves you. It has done its job. Okay, so this is what I mean to say. It will take some time to understand if you just reflect back. Another thing you can do is that this this thing, if you just search about enlightenment story of all the spiritual gurus. Okay, all the spiritual gurus from times immemorial, Gautam Buddha or Mahavira or Jesus or Muhammad, or anyone, okay, you will find one thing common up to Osho Rajneesh. One thing was very common just before enlightenment. They left all their effort. They became effortless. Okay, and they became effortless means they became egoless. Okay, because ego only makes us do efforts. Ego only pushes us to, okay, you can achieve that, you can put efforts and you can achieve that. When someone becomes a effortless after exhausting ego, I'm not saying about that lazy person, okay, a lazy person, procrastinating person, I'm not talking about that, because that person hasn't started in the train as yet. He hasn't started from the boarding station. That person is not in the criteria here. I'm only talking about the person not only who started, he has reached up to the next station just at the last point. He has exhausted himself. So he has become effortless. That means he has become egoless. The moment you become egoless, the event is bound to happen. Then it is a guarantee. If you can drop your ego today, but who is going to drop? You only. So I can say I drop my ego. Who is dropping the ego? Ego is dropping the ego. Okay, it is the most cunning way. So this is what this is how tricky it is to understand. When the ego gets dropped by itself, when you exhaust it so much that it drops by itself. Understand it like this, okay. Suppose you have tried something in your life to an extreme, okay. Like someone tries to get through a examination, a competitive exam, or someone wanted to be in that company for a job, and he tries his best, okay, he tries his level best to get it, and then he reaches and he doesn't get it, and then he reaches after 5-10 attempts to a state, and then he reaches to a state after 5-10 attempts that, okay, I don't want to deal with this matter again. I don't care whether I get it or not. Such type of state you need to reach through meditation or through any spiritual pursuit. Okay, not only meditation. If you do anything meditatively, that is meditation. So through any spiritual pursuit, you need to reach up to that stage where you have completely exhausted yourself. You have no energy, no strength left to do anything else in this world. Okay, that is the moment. Then there is a guarantee. If you can exhaust yourself to this limit, then there is a guarantee. But most of us, we don't even board the train. Forget about the leaving the train. Okay, so this is what I feel about these questions today. 4 questions. There are few more questions I will take next week. Okay, so right, thank you, thanks for all the questions, and if you feel that you have some more questions, you can always send me questions. I will be happy to respond. Okay, thank you, thanks a lot.